Yeah, so chapter 2 homework. You can see you have to have 3 videos, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 5 videos. Okay? So you can check that one if you want to. Okay, okay, let me start with chapter 2 homework. Okay? So that means you need to start with chapter 2 in the textbook, right? So chapter 2 is discuss about graphical description of data. Okay? I believe you ever saw this kind of graph or chart. Okay? Like per graph or per chart, some other pie chart. Okay? So there are two kind of data here. Remember the qualitative data, right? And this is the example. Qualitative data is like name or category, right? So in this case, it's the name of the cars, okay? Or the type of cars of student at the college that they drive. Okay? And you can see from the data, there are 5 students who got the. There are sorry. There are 5 students who have the Ford, right? You can see here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, right? And where's the other one? There should be 5, right? So, hold on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, so 5, 4. Okay. You can see here there are 5 4. Right. You can see, I think should be there are 6 Hondas. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Hondas. 6 Hondas. Okay. Yeah, so when you have this kind of data, you need to put in a table. Call it we call it a frequency table. Okay. Like frequency, like the number of the object. Right? But in this case, there are 5 Ford cars. Okay. And you can find what is the relative frequency. Relative frequency is the frequency divided by the total frequency. So you got the relative frequency. Okay. So 5 divided by 50, you got 1/10 or 0.1. Okay. And for the Chevy, if you divide 12 with 50, you got 0.24 and so on. Yeah. And the total relative frequency will be 1, right? Because you divide 50 divided by 50, right? So this is the way to find the relative frequency. So the frequency divided by the total frequency. And what is the next one here? Yeah, this is the relative frequency, right? So how to draw the bar chart, the bar graph? So you can use the frequency, and also you can use the relative frequency. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, you can use the what do you call it here? The R. Okay. So using this, you can draw the bar chart. Okay. You can see it on here. Yeah, so this is the R program. So you can run the R uh, script or R program. Uh, this is online, available online. So you can let me see. Let me share it with you. Okay. So this is the R program that can run the script that I just show you here. So, so using this script, I can draw the bar chart. And the next one, okay. So this is how to draw the bar chart based on the frequency. Okay, you can see exactly the same thing, right? You can see that. Okay, and you can see here the some key features of a bar graph is equal spacing on its axis and bars are the same width. There should be labels on its axis and title for the graph. Okay? And there should be a scaling on the frequency axis, and the category should be listed on the category axis. And the bars don't touch. Okay, so you can see the bar is like there is a space between the bar, right? Like this one. Okay, so you can see the quality for the qualitative data. You can create a bar chart based on the frequency, and also you can create a bar chart based on the relative frequency. Okay, I will replace this instead of the frequency. You can put the relative frequency. You can copy this, paste it, and you run it. It will give you the bar graph or bar chart based on the relative frequency. Okay. Oh, okay. So system small. Okay. I think I need to change the maximum. Yeah, I think I need to put this one as 2. Okay. So scale is too small. Okay. So I think I can put like 0.5. Okay. I mean to start, not to start, not to hide. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this is the bar chart based on the relative frequency. Let me see where to put it. The textbook used 0.25. Okay, so maybe I can use the same thing. So I can put this one as 0.25. Okay. So we get the same graph like in the textbook. Okay, so you can see this. You got the same graph like in the textbook, right? Okay. So the next one, how to draw a pie chart using this qualitative data. Yeah. So, so we already have the relative frequency, and you need to, yeah, if this is the way if you want to do manually. Okay, so you need to find what is the weights, I mean the angle of all the weights or the piece of the pie, right? Okay. So you need to multiply all of the relative frequency with 360 degree. Okay. You can see here you multiply 0.1 with 360 degree, you got 36 degree. Right? And you can do the same thing. I mean, not the same thing. You can use the same software to draw the pie chart. Okay, so here, highlight it and paste it. Okay, and then click run. So as you can see, this is exactly you can have the same picture as in the textbook using this command. Okay, so yeah, the same thing, right? So this is how to draw the pie chart with the single arm. And the next one is we call it the Pareto chart. Pareto chart is a bar chart, but it's put in the descending order. Okay, so from the highest bar to the lowest bar. Okay. You know the highest bar is Toyota and Chevy, right? Because Toyota and Chevy is there are 12 cars, right? And you can see the Ford and other they are the same. Right? Yeah, so the advantage of Pareto chart is that you can visually see the more popular answer to the least popular answer. Right? And the next one is multiple bar graph. Okay. You know how to do this, how to use the multiple bar graph. Okay. So this is like this. In the Wi-Fi, I'm sorry, in the V15, you can do 4 different type of exercise, right? Yoga, strength, aerobic, or balance. The V system keeps track of how many minutes you spend on each of the exercise every day, right? So the following graph is the data for the balance over 1 week time period. Discuss any indication you can infer from the graph. Okay. So what do you think about this graph? So this is like the Dylan, right? I think his name is Dylan, right? On August 15, he spent like 10 minutes for balance, right? And then what is it here? From 10 to, let's see, maybe from 10 to 16. So that means that like 6 minutes for aerobic, right? And then, okay, so this is 16 to like 26. So maybe like 10 minutes for strength. And then 26 to 36 is also 10 minutes, right? It's all for yoga. So you can put like in multiple graph like this. Okay? If you have as you want to show in one day, you have different activities with different time or number of time, right? Or the amount of time that you spend for the exercise. Okay, so yeah, so this is for section one. Okay, so for the quality data, you can use bar chart and also pie chart. Okay. You can use frequency or relative frequency. But for the pie chart, you need to do the relative frequency, but and then you need to multiply by the 360 in order to get the angle of the of the pie chart. Okay. Okay, so this is for the qualitative data. For the quantitative data, you can do is, so for the quantitative data, you can do the same thing, but now you need to do is you can represent the data as histogram. Okay, but you need to make a, we call it the frequency distribution table. So first you need to find what is the range, which is the largest value subtract with the smallest value. Right? And then you can find what is the range. And you need to decide how many classes that you want to have. And to get the class width, you divide the range with the number of classes. Okay? And then you can create the classes. To create the classes, you need to start with the class limit, right? The first lower class limit. In this case, the lower class limit is the first lower class limit you can use as the smallest value for the lowest class limit. Okay. Yeah. So this is the step to build the frequency distribution table, and you can, if you want to find what the midpoint, you need to use is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Right? So let's see the example here. So this is the data, the numerical data or the quantitative data. Right? So first you need to find what is the range. Right? So the largest data, the largest value start with smallest value. The largest value is, you can see here is 2550, right? And the smallest is 350. Okay? This one here. And you can pick the number of classes. In this case, you can pick the number of classes is 7. Right? And then the third step, you need to find what is the class width. The class width is the range divided by the number of classes, which is 7, right? So you divide 2200 or 2200 divided by 7 is equal to this one. Right? So you always have to round up one decimal up, okay? Whatever you have here. So if you have 314.2 something, so you need to round up to 315. Okay? So this will be the class width. So once you get the class width, you need to start with the smallest value as the lowest class limit. Okay? So you can, so the lowest class limit, it will be 350. And then the next one, you add with the class width. And the next one, you need to add with the class width and so on. Right? Okay. So this is the lower class limit. Okay. And for the upper class limit, let's start with the second lowest class limit, subtract by 1. Okay. So this we will get the low the lowest upper class limit. And then you can start build the upper class limit by adding the weight. Right? Okay. And to find the class boundary, you need to subtract 0.5 from the class lower limit, and you need to add the 0.5 for the upper class limit. And for the midpoint, you got this one, right? Yeah, you can see the video. I think there's the video. There's also you how to do like the frequency distribution. Okay, and you need to totally to find the frequency of the data. So yeah, so you can see start with the smallest value, right, as the lower class limit, right? And then to get the next one, you just add with the class width 350. Okay? And to get this one, you need to subtract from this. You need to subtract one from this. You got this one, the first upper class limit. And to get the second one, the second upper class limit is just the same thing. You need to add with the class width at 315. Okay? So, and then you need to find what is the frequency, the class boundary, you subtract this with 0.5, you got this, add with 0.5, you got this one, and the same thing for this one. If you subtract with 0.5, you got this one. Right? If you add this with 0.5, you got the upper class boundary. Okay. And the middle point is, or the class midpoint is, you need to add this 2 divided by 2. Okay. So in order to find what is the frequency, you need to do the tolling. So you can see how many data between 350 and 664. You need to go back to the here. So the data between 350 to 664 is will be 1, right? And 2, 3, 4, right? So between 350 to 664 is 4 data. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the frequency for the data in the first class limit is 4. Okay. And you can continue for the next one. So to create the frequency distribution is you can use the same thing. You can use this R program. Okay. Okay. So this you want to find what is the minimum first quartile, median, and mean, and the third quartile and the maximum. You can use this this command here. Okay. Yeah. So do you have any questions so far? Yeah, you can also draw this picture using the R. Okay. Just need to do this. Okay, I think you need to build this one. Yeah, you need to copy this and put in R. Control. Okay, so this will be show the summary of the data. Right? And if you want to draw the picture or the histogram, you need to do this one. You need to copy this and put it in here. It will give you the bar diagram. Something wrong here? Okay, something went wrong. Or maybe I need to put comma here. Still. Oh, okay. I think I need to put. Yeah, there is another command that I need to run it. Okay. Yeah, I believe this one here. Yeah, I need to put it after this, right? Okay. Yeah, this is okay now. You can get exactly the one in the textbook if you follow the command that is so in the textbook, right? Okay. Okay, so you can continue reading this by yourself because you run out of time. See, there's a got the same picture like this one. Okay. Okay, so relative frequency is the frequency divided by the number of data points. Okay. So this is the frequency and the total of the data point maybe 24, right? Okay. You can see here 4 plus 8 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17, 17 plus 6 is 23, 23 plus 1 is 24, right? Okay. So you can find the relative frequency by dividing 4 with 24, you got 0.17, and then 8 divided by 24, you got 0.33, and then 5 divided by 24, you got 0.21, and so on. So this will be the relative frequency, okay? Okay, and also you can find, we call it the cumulative frequency. So count the number of data points that are below the upper class boundary, starting with the first class and working up to the top class, right? So the last upper class boundary should have all of the data points below it. Also include the number of data points below the lowest class boundary, which is 0. Right? Okay. So this is the frequency distribution that we create. I mean that is so in this textbook. Okay, you know how to create the yeah. So like Yeah, just follow this. We will get the. Yeah, I think we still use the same data, right? Okay. Okay, so you continue with this. You can get that. Yeah, I think the you want to. Yeah, you can get the frequency distribution table. Also, you can use the R. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. So if this one, if you want to put, if you want to create the cumulative frequency, right? Put it there and run it. We will looking for the variable cumulative. Okay, let me see. Maybe something. Okay, so please start down here. Oh, okay, so it to be sorry, it seems to be start from here. Right here. Okay. So you should start from here. But still, I think still missing something here. Yeah, I didn't include this one, so I need to include this one. Should be put it there. Okay. So I got it here. So you can create the what do you call it? Frequency distribution table. Right? Okay. You can see the first class, the second class, the third class, the the fourth class, the fifth class, the sixth class, and the seventh class, and the eighth class. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see in we have 8 classes. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Okay, so yeah, we can continue next time. Okay, let's we run out of time. Right? So next on Thursday we will discuss about the homework and marathon. So before we discuss about the homework for chapter 2 in marathon, so you can start it by yourself. Okay, and we can discuss on Thursday if you have any question or if you have any problem. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.